I'm Bill.
I'm Adam.
And this is Barbecuenbourbon.
Woo! I'm excited for today's episode.
Oh, it's going to be a good one.
I think so.
You'll see. We did the prep on everything already, and holy crap, these pinwheels. They look delicious, and they're not even cooked yet.
Oh, gosh, I know.
You'll see.
I have no words. We're doing an Italian-Mexican infusion on these skirt steak pinwheels.
Yes, it's going to be a spaghetti western.
I love me a good spaghetti western. I got that.
Cue the cowboy hats.
Right. And so we're really excited today, and we thought since we're doing that mashup, we thought we would go ahead and do a Texas whiskey.
A Texas.
So this is a Texas bourbon.
Barrel proof. Very tasty.
Very tasty. So we're going to talk to you kind of about what we're getting on the nose and the palate and the finish on it. But yeah, I'm just so excited for this episode. I just can't wait to get it done.
It's going to be tasty. Well,
all right.
So, Texas bourbon whiskey, barrel proof, 118.9, 119 proof. Very tasty stuff.
Yeah, it's cool.
This guy will give you the mash bill if you ask.
Yeah, so it's from Firestone Robertson Distillery out of Fort Worth, Texas.
Yep.
What's really cool about it is that they source all the stuff local. So they source their winter wheat from a farm that's only a couple hours away in Sawyer, Texas, which is really cool. And these guys are in Fort Worth. So it's neat that they're using local growers and everything to go ahead and put their whiskey together.
Well, you wouldn't be able to call it a straight Texas bourbon if you didn't source everything local.
I totally agree with that. Now, to be called bourbon, it's got to be at least 51% corn, and they don't disclose the rest of the mash bill, but it is delicious. They don't have an age statement on it either, but
beautiful color.
They do on the bottle. If you read each bottle when you buy this, it will have when the barrel was dumped, so when it was bottled.
This one was bottled 8 of 22.
So now, once whiskey is bottled, it no longer ages. So you can keep it 10 years in that bottle without opening it. It's not going to age no more. It only ages in the barrel.
Yes, sir.
But, I get overwhelming brown sugar notes on the nose.
I get maple syrup.
Thanks. Yeah, it's got a slight ethanol on the nose, but it's really
very slight.
But for this proof, I would not. I would expect more.
I do too, but it's got good legs on her. Takes a second for them to start running. I get a little fruit. What is that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Definitely some baking spices on the nose a little bit there.
A little bit. Oh, maybe a little cinnamon. Yeah.
I'm not getting the cinnamon, but I am definitely the brown sugar and the maple syrup.
I get the maple syrup, a little cinnamon, and a fruit.
And I'm getting the baking spices, which could be what you're getting cinnamon out of.
Right.
All right, shall we mouth it?
Definitely.
Right away, I get a heavy cherry. I mean, it's like bonking me upside the head. It's just right there.
I get a vanilla, a toasted oak, or a toasted vanilla. Close to Halloween, he's telling the ghosts to go away. Yeah. Ooh. There's the I get some baked goods right there.
Yeah, I get baking spices, which is I also get in the nose, right there, up front, and the cherry right up front too. It's kind of a combination. But then the longer it sits, the cherry just becomes present.
After a few sips, I get that cherry.
I mean, it's right there, and it just sits there, and it's just
That's good.
Out.
It's got a medium linger to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
I wouldn't
very
say
long.
it's long. The cherry sits there for a while, but you know, and the higher proof, you do know it's higher proof. You can feel a little bit, but
you get a little bit of that throat burn, just slight though.
Yeah, it's not
that spice almost like a cinnamon.
Yeah, it's not a rye tingle. It's a little bit more than that, but it doesn't take away at all from.
This is good stuff right here. I gotta be careful. It's the middle of the day still. Oh yeah,
definitely.
That cherry. The more you drink, the more you get that cherry.
Yeah, I mean it is so present.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
That's good stuff right there.
I really like that.
That would be good. Honestly, that would probably be. That would be good with some cherry pie, probably.
Yeah.
I might actually have to do that one.
They will definitely go well.
Complement each other. Yeah. But who eats dessert with bourbon? Well, we do.
Right. So we've had this one sitting on the shelf a while. We tried it probably a year ago, but we haven't really, we just had a little bit of taste of it just to see what it was all about. And I hadn't remembered.
I didn't either.
So when we pulled this one off, we pulled this one off specifically because it was here in Texas. Since we're doing that Mexican Italian infusion, we thought, hey, what better than a Texas whiskey where, there's a lot of people that have come from all over the world.
This is our version of a spaghetti western.
And I just love that.
I do too.
And we both actually love Clint Eastwood's whole spaghetti western.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, I grew up on those.
Yeah, we actually really like those. But so we're gonna see how this pairs. A lot of times we take and we know the whiskey well, and we know it's gonna pair great.
Yep.
This one here, we just thought we would do it like this, so we'll see how it pairs.
We're giving this one a go.
Wow.
By the time we're done cooking, though.
What kind of bug do you think that is that just landed in there?
Tasty one. Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, a tasty one, huh? Can't believe you just slammed that.
Yeah. Now, I'm usually not shooting, but if there's a bug in it, I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah, I'm a sipper, unless it's the throat burner, and then I'm a slammer.
Right. All right, guys. Well, I think it's come to the time where you need to subscribe.
Hit that like button.
Make sure you tap that bell.
Give us a comment.
We would love to hear from you guys.
Yes, we would.
Tell us what you think. If you've tried the recipe, we definitely want to hear that feedback.
Yes, definitely.
And
tell us what you think, what you would like us to do next, or a bourbon you would like us to try.
A bourbon you would like us, or a whiskey you would like us, Scotch, Irish, whatever that you would like us to pair some food with.
Yep.
Maybe your favorite one, and you want to know what's going to pair great with it. We're here for you.
We'll see you in a bit.
All right. Time to cook.
Time to cook.
Let's cook. All right, we're going to do a little food prep. Got our corn here. We're going to shuck these up. Going to dice up some tomatoes. Vine ripen. Just cut around, pull out this little spot where the stem connects. Just like that. We're going to take it, slice these bad boys down. These are nice and perfectly ripe, so they're good. All right, we got some scallions here, or green onions.
Green onions.
We're just going to cut the tips off of them like that. Put them over here. I like to cut the tips off the bottom too, like that. I've already rinsed them, so they're good to go. We just set them up. Start chopping. All right, so we got a little cilantro here. I'm going to use a little bit of this in roasted grilled corn, and also in the rub for the pinwheels. All right, so we got the cilantro all pulled off the big stems, and then we're just gonna do a nice coarse chop through it, just like this.
Chop, 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 chop.
All right, so we got all our basil and our cilantro chopped up and in this bowl right now.
Oh, you moved it on me.
I did. Seemed like the thing to do at the time.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey.
Hey. Cheers.
Wow. All right. So he's gonna drizzle in as I'm mixing. And it's going to take, you know, a bit. So don't worry about putting too much in there until you start to see it really start to actually collect a little bit. And that's about when you're ready. But you want it to be kind of saucy. That's the whole deal with pesto. Keep her coming there. All right, so we got it mixed up. You see, nice consistency, kind of saucy. We're gonna take our salt, pepper, garlic, dump it in there, and we're gonna add some additional actual garlic cloves. Get that in there.
He said saucy.
Saucy. And then we're gonna take our lemon. We're gonna squeeze a little lemon in there. Make sure when you squeeze the lemon, you squeeze it up so you don't get none of the seeds in there. Just like that.
Unless you have an actual lemon squeezer.
Yeah, then you're all good. They're just going to mix that up and take a little taste and re-season.
All right, so we have our skirt steak here that we're going to pound out and trim down before we make our pinwheels.
So why are you covering it with the plastic like that?
So it contains all the splatter.
Nice. That's smart.
Yeah, a good friend of mine told me that because usually I just don't care and go for it.
Well, you know, with beef, it's not quite as bad. With chicken, definitely much worse.
And you want to pound this down to where you're about a 1/4 inch thick, I'd say.
Some nice looking stuff.
And we like to pound first, pound it out, get it all nice and flat before you trim it. All right, so you know we're all into layers of flavors. We're going to put a little lime juice.
That's perfect.
And then a little bit of our EVO, which is our extra virgin olive oil. Make sure you get everything coated so your seasonings stick nice. All right. Ooh, a little windy today.
It just helps distribute it more evenly.
Sure. So, Adam, what do we have in our seasoning mix today?
All right, so these pinwheels, we're actually doing Mexican-Italian infusion.
Oh, so, kind of like a spaghetti western.
That's it, brother. So we are in here. We have a little bit of red chili flake, salt, pepper, garlic, ancho chili, a little cumin, and a little bit of paprika and a little bit of dark chili powder that we're using to season this up. Smelling good already, Bill.
Oh my goodness, your seasoning mix is smelling really good.
And what Bill's going to be doing next after he gets this side done, he's going to be, we made a cilantro basil pesto, and we have some provolone cheese and some prosciutto, and we're going to put all of that on there and roll them up into nice pinwheels.
Can't waste none of these seasonings, boys and girls. Mom and Dad always used to say, waste not, want not.
Amen, brother.
And just like that.
Hold those bad boys up. Let's look at those.
Look at them bad boys.
Oh, those do look good. Oh, yeah.
All right, so we're going to make these pinwheels. Hopefully I can do this. So after your pesto goes on, put your prosciutto. Put your prosciutto on. It's thinly sliced, as you can see, just falling apart already.
Yeah, it looks delicious, though, Bill. I gotta tell you. And this is the Italian portion of the program. So before, skirt steak's kind of primarily a Mexican, Hispanic type dish. And then the seasonings we used for the first layer of flavor on there was, now he's putting the pesto and the prosciutto. And this isn't normal pesto, right, Bill?
No, I don't know. What is normal pesto, Adam?
So normal pesto is with basil leaves only, right? And then the other stuff you put into a normal pesto.
Yes, so this is not a normal pesto because we have cilantro in it. There we go with the Italian, Hispanic infusion. So after you get your prosciutto on there, we got some provolone cheese here. Put a few layers of that bad boy on there. Like so. And this is the part I'm going to have trouble with. The pinwheel portion.
Hey, that's looking good. I don't think you're having any trouble with that at all.
Well, we'll see how much squirts out the end here.
Oh, yeah. Looking pretty worthy.
Yeah, didn't lose much, Basil.
Not too much. Hey, you might get 3 pinwheels out of that one, huh?
I think maybe. Oh, did I do that wrong? Probably. Well, there. Yeah, there we go.
Perfect.
Well, I don't know about perfect, but I think that'll work.
Oh, that looks good, Bill. So now what do you do?
Now I try and cut this.
Oh, look at that. All right, guys. Mmm. Good stuff. So we charred our corn up on the grill. Now we're just going to cut it off the cob right into our saucepan, just like this. Boom. All that nice char going in there. Such wonderful flavor char gives. Yeah. Little flames coming up and kissing it. It's just so tasty. All right. I mean, wonderful. So this is corn salad that we're making here.
Corn, black bean salad.
Grilled corn, black bean salad.
Oops. You can't oops. You gotta
sit on that one. All right. So we got the charred corn looking good in there.
Ooh, look at that.
All right. Now to that, we're going to take our 1/4 cup of cilantro in. Take our tomato in. Take about a 1/4 cup of green onions or scallions in.
Green onions.
Just like that. He's got a real hang up with that. I'm telling you guys. I don't know what the deal is with that, but then we're going to take about a 1/2 cup of black beans in. About a tablespoon of Ancho Chili. And about a tablespoon of AP salt, pepper, garlic.
All purpose.
Okay, then we're going to take our cotija, right? We're going to take a chunk of that off of there, crumble that up in there. So cotija, it is melty, but it's not real melty. It's kind of a feta consistency, but with a little bit less flavor. It's not as flavorful as feta. I think it's a great, where it's not too flavorful, but yet it is flavorful enough. Then we're going to take some of this queso fresco. Now this stuff is very creamy, very melty.
Very good.
Full of deliciousness.
Yes, sir. Definitely full of deliciousness. Just like this bourbon.
Yes. I don't disagree. This is barrel proof too, so it's high proof, you know. And
yeah, if you know us, we like the high proof stuff.
That's what we like.
Most of the time.
Then we're just going to take and stir this up. And we're going to put it on the cooktop for about 20 minutes, and then it'll be ready to taste, re-season, and serve.
Look at that deliciousness. All right. We are going to put these awesome looking pinwheels. Oh, that's what we want to see in here. I got to hurry up so we can close this down. All right, Adam, why don't you close that bad boy up? And that's the little one. Ow.
Woo! Look at those. Nice char. You acting like it's hot or something?
No, I'm just smoke in the eye. Man,
AP?
Those look delicious already.
They do. I gotta tell you.
All right.
Mmm. So we were setting this grill up real hot to sear off both sides. So it was running 500-600 degrees. Sear off both sides. Thin skirt steaks, not going to take a long time to cook. Now we're going to roll them onto the sides, keep the cheese in there as best we can. And then we will be finishing them off. We're going to take them to a nice mid-rare. And that's where we'll leave it. And look at them nummy nums. That corn salad, grilled corn black bean salad is looking good.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, man, that cheese.
She's a melty.
Mm. That char is incredible. Man, those look good.
Yes, they do. Oh,
and the smell.
The smell is incredible.
Wow.
Well, here we are.
It's time.
Oh, gosh, look at that.
Mm. I can't wait.
I'm not waiting.
All right, let's dig in. Look at that perfect cook on that. You can see all the layers and the pinwheel in there. Amazing. And the juiciness. Woo! I don't know if you guys can see that. But it is just juicy. That.
Yeah.
And those flavors. There's so much flavors. Each bite you take, you get a lot of contrasting flavors, textures. It's just amazing.
That's what happens when you lay down so many layers of flavors. That prosciutto in there with that cheese, with all them spices. Oh,
yeah, you get
got a little kick to it.
Just not
bad, not mouth watering kick, but it's got a little kick to it.
It's not gonna make your nose run.
Nope, that's awesome.
It is. I love the infusion. I think it's a really good infusion.
That's good.
I think the only thing I would have done different is on the corn, maybe a little bit less of that Cotija cheese.
The crumbly Mexican cheese.
Yeah, that's kind of like feta. Maybe a touch less of that, I think, would have been spot on. I'll adjust the recipe when I send it out.
Yes,
but it is.
It's good either way. It's really good.
It's still excellent. Well, Bill.
Well, Adam, if you run,
may you run in the clouds.
If you fight,
may you fight for your lover's heart.
And if you drink,
may you drink with us.